Hey guys, so this is my TBR for November, the month before Christmas, the month where I'm constantly wondering, is it okay to put up Christmas decorations yet? And I think it might almost be time because this is very late, and I'm sorry about that. I should have made this video like a week ago, but you know, I was lazy, so yeah. Hopefully I will continue to read because I have been reading, which is great, and that end of the year Goodreads 50 book challenge thing is coming, and I really need to catch up because I may or may not at the moment be 17 books behind on my goals, so that's a thing. That's a thing. No stress, no worrying about it, but at the same time we're gonna read as much as possible. So the first book that I wanted to read, which I almost dropped, is Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I'm already reading this, and I am this far into it. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's very interesting, and I really like the illustrations, and just the style of it is really cool, and I can't wait to watch the movie. So many people have said such good things about this, and I was meant to read it a long time ago, but I didn't for some strange reason, and I am finally getting into it, so yes, very excited about that. The next book is This, Wool by Hugh Howey, which I also read, I think. I want to say I read the first chapter. There's a bookmark in it. I read the first chapter like a year ago, and then for some reason I just put it down and never picked it up again. And I was really enjoying it. It's a dystopian YA, I think, book about a place where everyone is in a community that exists underground in this giant silo, and stuff happens, and it's really interesting, and there's 3 other books, Shift and Dust, or 2 other books, it's a trilogy, I think. But yeah, I really wanted to get to this. It's quite thick though, so we shall see, but I just was looking at it on my bookshelf, and I was like, hey, I want to read you, so here it is. And then also, I'm going to be doing a wrap-up soon, hopefully, of all the books that I have read in the past that I just haven't included in any wrap-up because I haven't done a wrap-up in like 3 months, so there's that. And it's going to be like a university book thing that I've read, wrap-up thing. And I wanted to finish 2 of the books that I've read, or that I was supposed to have read for school but I didn't. And those 2 books are The Lost Tycoon by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I have 50 pages left. It is sort of like a semi-true story it's like based on real people, and it's like set in Hollywood. And then the other book that I want to read or finish is As I Lay Dying by William Faulkner, which is about a woman, a mother, who dies, and she wants, as her last wish, to be taken back and be buried in the land that she was born in. And that is a long trek for her family, and so it's sort of about their journey, and it's told through the different families' perspectives, and it's purposefully confusing the way that it's written. So like the different perspectives, sometimes they will narrate the same thing but from different sides, and sometimes they will talk about things that are happening in the future or the past or the present, and sometimes they will talk about things that they are not actually there for, and yeah, and they don't really tell you when they're doing that. They just sort of go for it, don't offer you much guidance, but I am actually really enjoying it. It takes a little bit to get into it, but I have 50 pages left of that as well, and I am hoping to finish that really soon. This is my Pineapple TBR, and we are going to choose some books out of it. Hopefully they will be good books, short. That would be lovely too. So the first book that I'm going to read is... okay, The Number One Ladies Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith. I've had this for a really long time. It's the first book in a series from him, and I have the 3rd book, not the 2nd, and I like this cover a lot actually, and I want to read this. The next book is... not that. Okay. We'll go for the, yeah, okay. This is the next book, Villette by Charlotte Bronte. This is another pretty thick book. I don't know if I'm gonna read this. I would like to. I really want to read it. Charlotte Bronte is one of my favorite authors ever. And so I would like to read it. And it says on the back, it's acclaimed as her, or often acclaimed as her greatest and most mature work. It's her most autobiographical novel as well. So yeah, I do really want to read this. It's about Lucy Snow, who's alone and without family, and she sets sail to England to work at a girls' boarding school in the town of Villette, and she struggles with the students, and yes, things happen. The next one is going to be this one. Okay, The Lost Runaway by Tracy Chevalier, and I used to read all of her books. She's a historical fiction writer, and I used to love historical fiction and read it all the time, and I haven't read a book from her in such a long time. I loved her book, Girl with the Pearl Earring, and yeah, I really want to read this. I've had it for a long time. I think it's about a woman named Honor Bright who leaves England, maybe, and goes to America with her sister, and she runs away. Involves corn. I think it's set in Ohio. And yeah, I really like her books and just her writing style, and I'm excited to see what this one is like. So these are the books that I plan to read in November. It's a very mixed bag of books, and also the 2 books I need to finish that are ebooks that I read for school. I hope you enjoyed this video and are having a great November so far, and I will see you next time. Bye!